Okay guys, we are inside of Vinyl Master and I'm just shooting the program itself as far as what we are about to cut on our Aqua Vinyl. And you can see we've got the Summa already loaded. The Aqua Vinyl is already loaded with custom graphics for a client. And we're going to go through, we'll let Joanna go through and set it up. Now she's going to do her contour cutting. And again, just so everybody is clear, Aqua Vinyl is the most durable vinyl for inkjet printing you will find. It was actually tested submerged underwater for 24 hours. I have a video of that. We'll put a link into this video. I'm also doing my Fusion keyboard keys for Fusion 360. It works amazing, but you can see the gloss on this material is absolutely amazing. See if I can come over here. There we go. And you'll see that tangential head just going right to work with some Tamiya sponsor graphics. We're doing 2 passes on this material right now because these are really intricate decals. So we want to make sure that the client has a very easy removal. Seeing this unit work is the best way to actually explain it to someone, because somebody who's never seen a true tangential head in action, this really explains it all right there. You can see just how fast she's moving. And that's running right now at 20 inches per second. But the color palette and details that this material produces is just literally unsurpassed for inkjet. And again, we are using the Epson T7000 for the color laydown, but again, after going through remastering these graphics, you can see as soon as she's done what we'll be left with. There we go. When you're doing real intricate graphics, this is the only way to assure a really nice trace cut, because otherwise the contour cutting, you may have slight burrs, you may not be able to get those really articulated edges. I used to have to remaster all of the contour cut lines for a nice round cut most of the time, and that's using a Graphtec CE6000. When you go to the Summa, it's a whole different ball game. And you can see just how fast it's actually lifting that head, placing it in the correct position, and then going right through and proceeding with the cutting. So when clients come back and say, man, these look amazing, they're professional, they are professional. I mean, these are 100%. This type of cutter, you're not going to find a hobbyist typically owning a $4,000 to $6,000 cutter. It's just not going to happen. The other thing you have to keep in mind is that these graphics for radio control use are very small scale. So when you're doing really intricate type work, small type work, again, that tangential head is the only way to go. You can see it cutting out those squares and it just locks the head in position. Typically, an actual graphic sheet of this caliber, having this many articulated cuts on it with a Graphtec, you'd probably be sitting here for about easily a half hour cutting. And this machine is just absolutely amazing. I have the speed turned down virtually to nothing, and I'm doing that mainly because we don't need to push our equipment ridiculously. It's still very, very fast. And you can see that gloss that you get with this material is insane. It's literally as close to wet, clear-coated paint you will get, and the clarity of the colors are just amazing. completely waterproof substrate when using 3M8518, which we carry. And it is a bonded chemical bond. Once that adhesive makes contact, you do not get to reposition on this material. Once it touches, that's it. And that's why it produces such a durable substrate once it's actually been applied. Once we get over those Fusion keyboard keys, you'll see really how quick she'll pick up speed, mainly because those are just boxes. So it's doing 2 passes on every graphic, on top of the fact that it's still at least 40% to 50% faster than a Graphtec. And the cutting quality is just amazing. There we go. Flying through. Once again, it's about, just a hair after 5:30 in the morning. And without a doubt, we're looking again at easily another $90 sheet. So, because we get asked that all the time, you know, what do you average per sheet? I mean, we don't even bother cutting the vinyl if it's going to make less than, I'd say, $70 a sheet. Just finishing up now with a couple last passes. Here we go. Done. So again, guys, we'll continue this. I'll let her unload it real quick. I'll just unload it and then we'll show them in the light. Because again, we get a lot of questions on this substrate. And here you go. And I'm going to show you the gloss. This looks wet. And when I say that, I cannot emphasize this enough. When we get clients that try this material, the first thing they're amazed by is the reflection. Because there's no texture in this. You can see it's completely smooth. It looks literally like a wet clear coat paint job. And that's why for graphics reproduction, it is amazing. That was something I went after tremendously, because usually when you use different adhesives, especially on over laminate, you'll get a textured effect. This vinyl is extremely flat, and again, 3M lays down a really universal symmetrical layer of adhesive, and you can see what you get here. So I'm just moving that light over it. You can see the effect. And there you go. So again, guys, if you have any questions, we do sell this in a multitude of variations, sizes, whatever. We can naturally accommodate you. We look forward to hearing from you. I hope that this video has answered some of your questions. And again, you get to see the equipment in action and the substrates we're using and the actual substrates, of course, we're selling. Thank you again for your support. Take care.